African nations have signed over 200 trade agreements since independence. Yet today, Africans trade more with Europe than they do with each other. So, what exactly have we been signing? Let me show you something. In 1975, ECOWAS was born. 16 West African nations agreed to trade freely, moving people freely and build together. Beautiful on paper. But 50 years later, it costs more to move goods between African nations than from China. The dream is still waiting. In 1993, COMESA launched a common market, 21 countries, Eastern and Southern Africa, with one shared vision. But today, intra-COMESA trade is still under 10% of what member states trade with the outside world. EAC, SADC, ECAS, ICAD, organizations after organizations, block after block. Africa has been trying, and genuinely struggling. Why? Because every single one of these organizations has the same structural problem. The regional. ECOWAS stops at West Africa, SADC stops at Southern Africa. They were never designed to speak for the entire continent. So while the EU sits at the table representing 27 countries with one voice, Africa has been sending 8 different delegations to the same meeting. That is not negotiation. That is noise. Now here's where it gets serious. In 2018, 54 African countries signed an African Continental Free Trade Agreement, the AfCFTA. One agreement, one continental market, 1.4 billion people, a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion, the largest free trade area in the world by number of countries. This is not another regional bloc. This is the architecture that was always missing. The roof that ties every other structure together. ECOWAS, COMESA, EACA, and SADC all fit into it. For the first time in history, Africa is attempting to negotiate trade and industrialize as a single economic unit. Exim Bank built the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, meaning African countries can now pay each other in local currencies, no middleman. But the honest truth is, implementation is slow, and the window to get this right is not permanently open. The world is reorganizing, supply chains are shifting, critical minerals are the new oil. Africa is sitting on 30% of the world's mineral reserves. If we do not build a continental market to process, manufacture, and trade those minerals ourselves, someone else will build the infrastructure to extract them for us. AfCFTA is not just a trade agreement, it is the difference between Africa owning the next century or just supplying it. If you're interested in discussing Africa, give this video a like and a follow.